The Mercury Sprint is up next, race number 8, another Group 1 event. Wow, what a day's racing. 1,200 metres is the distance and 15:47 is the race time. Let's tell you what we have in our package. MK's Pride is the rerun when finishing third, Rio Carrari when winning, and Peter Muscat and Warren Kennedy. This is going to be an exciting package. Take a listen in and enjoy.
Taken on by MK's Pride. Cartel Captain Ultra Magnus goes to the inside. Chanty Man at the 200-metre marker keeps finding. MK's Pride on the outside late on. Casimir's come from nowhere on the extreme inside. Chanty Man. Casimir's electrified, gonna get up. Casimir from Chanty Man. MK's Pride. Cartel Captains in photos for the minor spots. Casimir out the top. Draw.
Ferrari up towards the inside is also unwinding a big finish. 200 metres left in the 4 racing computer form sprint. Bohica the leader. Here's Rio Carrari finishing like a steam train. Shanty Man towards the outside. But Rio Carrari all the way from Cape Town shows that he is proper. Rio Carrari won. Second Bohica, then came True to Life and Chimichurri Run.
Ultra Magnus is disappointed at his last 2 runs. I think it's probably my fault. His first up run, this prep, he went down a nostril at Maritzburg, and then I stepped him up to 1400 in the Drill All Stakes, and whether that flattened him for the whole prep is open to debate. His next 2 runs, I think he finished a couple or 2.5 lengths off them at Maritzburg, and then never really fired a shot in the Merchants. Obviously back to a weight for age contest on Saturday. He doesn't have to give as much weight away to a lot of the field, but certainly Justin's 2 look very hard to oppose, Rio Carrari and Casimir. But I think he'll give a good account of himself. He's honest, he's genuine, and also ideally drawn. So don't leave him out of your quartets.
Shanty Man, yeah, the old campaigner, he never runs a bad race, always gives of his best. It is a tough race. We've got Rio Carrari, who's a star sprinter, Casimir as well, but he's a horse that, like I say, never runs a bad race. So if everything goes his way, he's a horse that, look, he's got to beat a horse like Rio Carrari, who is proper class, but if everything goes his way and there are a couple of mishaps for other horses, then he's a horse that could find the frame.
Okay, that's the Mercury Sprint feedback. Graham, I think that trainer Justin Snaith is going to run first and second. It's hard to tip winners, let alone first, second, third and fourth, but I like Rio Carrari. You heard from race caller Alistair Cohen that he is proper, and that exactly he is, just that. He won a cracking race last time, the computer form sprint. So I'm in the camp of Rio Carrari. I'm expecting Casimir to run second. Don't leave out Battle Force and don't leave out MK's Pride.
In the good old days, when couplings were grouped together from a pick 6 perspective, I would have confidently bankered the Snaith coupling of Rio Carrari and Casimir, but now I've got to put them both in. So, like you, I think it's a match race between the 2 Justin Snaith inmates. Clearly, Rio Carrari has the better draw and clearly is the firm favourite. He's now 9-10. With number 11, Casimir at 8-1. But I'm not going to leave out Casimir. I saw signs in the post merchants of the old Casimir. He carried 62, came from well back. He's going to have to come from well back again. He's drawn towards the outside, and that's the way he runs best. He's a previous champion. He's a previous winner of the Mercury. So for me, from an exotics perspective, I'm only including number 3, Rio Carrari, and number 11, Casimir. But there are many others who can put their hands up if they fluff their lines. The likes of Chimichurri Run, MK's Pride. We saw Shanty Man run out of his socks in the post merchants, finishing just in front of MK's Pride. There shouldn't be too much to choose between those 2. El Sakit, very much an unknown, but faces a tough task here from a wide draw as a young 3-year-old. And True to Life is very good, but drawn out at gate 14, she's going to have a mountain to climb. So short and sweet, Rio Carrari my first choice, Casimir my second choice, but I'm putting both into the play.
Yeah, you've got to. You've certainly got to do just that. And thanks very much to Paul Peter, who has just told us that his 3 runners, because breaking news we've just received, that Summer Pudding will not run, but we'll talk about that later. But his other runners, MK's Pride, Catch 22 and Heart's Wings, have travelled very well, and here he saddles MK's Pride. So if you like MK's Pride, you've got to include him as well. But Graham and I, we're in the camp of the Snaiths here, Rio Karari and Casimir.